Son of a... Mabuhay everyone, MARKCHES here. Welcome to the channel, and for today's video, I'll be giving you my initial impression of this all-new sneaker from Way of Wade. And as you can see from this angle is the letter Z, which is short for Zaire, which is the son of D Wade, or I will call him the son of Flash. Thus, the sneaker is called the son of Flash. So just a little sneak peek on the box. So it has the son of Flash in this very playful font, son of Flash, son of Flash. Then there's a lightning here, and Way of Wade logo on one side, leaning on one side, and of course here, make your own way. So a pretty new slogan for the son of Flash basketball series from Way of Wade. And we have here the colors, of course, the firstborn, and I believe there's 3 colorways that are out now. It's the white pair, this pair, and let me check, and they have the gray boy. So the gray boy is the gray, then white hot is the all white, and of course this is the firstborn, which I think is a pretty dope color combination with a black upper and gray outsole, plus this lightning pattern in the middle is also made out of black. And what's nice about this sneaker is, of course, it's a low-cut sneaker too. And let's talk about first, of course, the upper of the son of Flash. So the son of Flash has this mesh upper that is fused, and there's pattern or material that goes from the edge. It's like a ribbon from the edge and goes towards the side, which is fused, and it goes up here to the tongue, which will also help out in the tongue from not moving around when you're playing with it, which is a nice detail of the son of Flash. And one more thing that I really love about this material is, of course, the eyelets here have this circular pattern, and there's not much detail on it, but just circles around it. It's very easy to adjust because of this eyelets. Plus, of course, the tongue is made out of this perforated material, like a jersey material that is padded from the tip, and when it goes up, it's a fuse, and when you go up, it's a synthetic leather on top, which is also padded. And when I was trying it out, it was very comfortable around my foot. And as for the materials around the forefoot, it's fused, but it is not too stiff. It's not that crunchy, so that's really nice. And around the middle part of the toe is this synthetic leather that's similar to the tongue part. And as we go to the side panels, you can see there's like a screen mesh here, which will give you a little bit of ventilation from the lateral part, and still gives you a very nice lateral support. While on the medial side, it also has that same material, plus the stitching of like lightning on the medial side, which I think is really a really nice detail on the son of Flash. Of course, its name is Zaire, the name of the sun. And of course, the lightning here is not just for aesthetics, but of course, it is also for lateral containment. And when I was trying to do some lateral moves, and I was dragging my foot laterally when I was testing this out earlier, it really contained my foot really well. So I'm really liking this material. Plus, it's not that hard, so you don't have that like a discomfort feeling when you're wearing it for a long time. It's a flexible rubber, plus this Way of Wade logo here too, which is nice. This tag here. And moving to the back part, of course, this one is almost in all Way of Wade sneakers. It also has in the All City, and of course in the Wow 10, if I'm not mistaken. The Wow 10 also has this pattern or detail, which is just a little detail around the heel. It doesn't do too much. Maybe when you bump someone, it won't be that hard. It's like a padding outside, but generally it's just for aesthetics. While the padding inside is very nice around the heel. Heel containment lockdown was very nice on my initial wear. Heel containment, there's no heel slippage. Plus, there's a nice pull tab at the back, which is like a transparent ribbon here, which also has that lightning, which is also very reflective. If you point it towards different direction, kind of reflects. So kind of gives better or easy opening to put your foot in. While on the middle part is a little playful way of the leaning logo. It has a little bit more tail here, which is dope, and Sun Flash at the back tab of this ribbon. And like I've said on initial wear, the first thing that I really noticed on the Sun Flash is the support that the sneaker is giving me is really nice, especially the lateral support. The fitting of the material is kind of snug, so watch out for that. It's really tapered down in the forefoot part, going to the midfoot part of the sneaker. It's a low cut, it's very easy to move your foot in. And another detail that I forgot to mention is this very nice synthetic leather here that is like cracked, which gives a different texture to the sneaker. I like that little detail here, this material. And going back to the performance side of things, first initial thing that I experienced is I like how it hugs my heel too. Heel containment lockdown was really nice. The support that you'll be getting out of the Sun Flash is a thing to mention. Now moving on to the cushion of the Sun Flash is something leaning or way of weight is kind of playing around, which I think is really nice. They're giving us different variety of cushion implementation. So for the Sun Flash, it has a cloud foam carrier. So this one is made out of cloud foam, this black part. So it goes to till the forefoot part, and it also is encased here in the outsole. So what it does is it gives a very nice impact protection in the heel. I immediately felt that when I first wore this. You feel very responsive, you feel low to the ground. And this cushion setup also had boom cushion in the forefoot and heel that's encapsulated on the cloud foam. So given that the cloud foam expands really well, I could immediately feel right off the box the boom cushion around the heel especially, and in the forefoot. It gave me a very nice bouncy feel in the forefoot, given that the profile is really low to the ground, ultra responsive, but there's a bounce to it. Plus on the heel, impact protection was really good. I mean, this will be liked by players who really like to play low to the ground, who likes to be very fast, for quick guards, for those who are very quick off their feet, even tall players or big players that play outside and likes to drive a lot, and very shifty tall players. You will like the cushion setup of the Sun Flash. And moving to the outsole, I believe it also has a torsional plate in the middle of this outsole. And the outsole with this one is made out of very hard rubber. I believe you can really use this for outdoor use. Look how thick the patterns or the grooves are and how deep the grooves are on this one. Plus, in the middle, this lightning, you can see there's mini lightnings there. They are made of very hard rubber from the top to the heel. So as for the traction, I think outdoor use will be very good. But take note, it's really low to the ground, but it has a bounce and impact protection. So it really goes down to the preference if you're okay with that, low to the ground cushion setup. But the outsole will really hold up outdoors. As for the traction indoors, the traction was really good too. The first hour that I used this sneaker was on a very dusty floor. The maintenance didn't mop the floor yet, and it was still gripping, but there was no sound. So I thought maybe because of the hard rubber, it wouldn't produce any sound. But after the guy mopped the floor, after an hour, and it was squeaking really nicely. It doesn't have that hard squeak, but it still squeaks. So if you want that squeak like me, you would like the traction of the Sun Flash. As for the weight of the Sun Flash, for this US 11, so I'm wearing a US 11, it's 430 grams, so pretty on the light side of things. Feels very light on hand. So as for the sizing for this one, for me, regular footer, I went true to size and it fits me well. I think if I went half a size down, it will be okay, but This is kind of narrow in around the forefoot area, so I still would recommend going true to size, but there will be a little room in the forefoot, so like around 2 centimeters. But my foot wasn't moving inside the shoe, which is great, even if there's a little bit of allowance in the forefoot because of how snug it is in the midfoot. So if you're a wide footer, I would suggest go half a size up. For the price of the Son of Flash, it is $135 US, so that's around 7,500 pesos. So pretty average price on this model. So I'll be putting some more time and hours on the Son of Flash to give you my performance review, but for initial impression, let me know what you think about the sneaker, guys. Would you cop them? Do you like the design aesthetically? They look great, especially this kind of blackout upper of this firstborn with this very nice detail of leather material. I like the leather material that they use here, and it looks pretty dope, especially with this holographic Z lightning on the lateral part. It really catches your attention and it looks dope. So this has been MARKCHES once again. Thank you for dropping by this channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers!